He never flinched during an argument, never raised his voice, but one night she looked him in the eyes and she said, "My ex would have fixed this. He would have handled this better." And from that moment, something in him changed. He stopped reaching for her. He stopped smiling the same. The twinkle in his eye faded. He stopped showing up emotionally, not because he didn't love her, but because the woman he loved just compared him to an ex. Some wounds aren't loud. They're not bruises. They're not betrayals. They're spoken in frustration, but they stay with a man forever. Today, family, we're breaking down 8 things a woman who truly loves you will never say. Because trust doesn't just break when someone leaves or cheats. Sometimes it breaks when they speak. Most men won't tell you when it happens, but they remember the exact moment the relationship started to feel unsafe. And it wasn't from cheating or leaving. It was from something she said. So by request, let's talk about 8 things a woman who truly loves a man will never say. Number 1, I don't need you. All right, let's be real. This phrase sounds strong, but in the context of relationships, it can feel like rejection in disguise. There's a difference between not being dependent on someone and pushing them away emotionally. A woman who truly loves you may not need you to survive, but she'll make it clear that she wants you in her life. And real love doesn't use independence to create distance. It uses connection to create strength. Because needing someone isn't weakness. Choosing them again and again and again and again, that's love. Number 2, man up. This phrase tells a man that his emotions are a problem and that vulnerability makes him weak. Basically, it reinforces toxic masculinity and it shuts down emotional intimacy. And a woman who truly loves her man creates space for him to feel and not forces him to perform. Number 3, you're such a disappointment or failure. Telling a man he hasn't been good enough cuts to the bone. It's like taking a knife to his ego, slicing it into pieces and putting it in a blender and turning it on high. It preys on every man's worst fear of not being man enough to be all his family needs him to be. And even if it's true, he may not be able to recover from this because he heard his partner say it out loud. Number 4, you're just like your daddy. Man, even if it's well intended, this statement, especially when negative, attacks to the identity and unhealed wounds of a man. Many men live with the fear of repeating their father's mistakes, and hearing this from their partner reinforces shame and not growth. It criticizes who he's becoming instead of who he's trying to be. I'm not attracted to you anymore. These are words that can't be unsaid. They echo and what's worse, once they're spoken, every attempt at affection becomes loaded with doubt. Every kiss, every touch, every I love you feels fake, or there's a question. Men crave to be desired by the woman they love, not just accepted, not just tolerated. So when you say this, you're not just giving a feeling, you're delivering a verdict. And the verdict is, you're not wanted here. And a woman who truly loves her man doesn't tear down his confidence to prove a point. She speaks with compassion, and when attraction is fading, she brings curiosity through soulful conversations and not cruelty. Because this connection is real, but how you speak about it, that determines whether the relationship heals or ends. Number 6, you're acting like a little. This phrase is a direct attack on his masculinity and self-worth. It is deeply emasculating and disrespectful and often leaves lasting emotional damage. Love never grows when contempt is spoken. This one isn't just hurtful, it's dangerous. And when a woman uses this as an insult because her partner isn't aggressive enough in or outside of the bed, or she thinks, he's soft or he doesn't match her expectation, she's not expressing curiosity. She's launching a missile at his identity. And for a heterosexual man, this isn't a joke. It's a challenge to his core, his orientation, his masculinity, his pride. And a woman who truly loves her man doesn't belittle him in a place he's meant to feel safe is with her. She talks, she listens, she leans in instead of lashing out, because love doesn't humiliate, it helps. Number 7, you don't cut it in the bed, or it's given participation trophy. Let's be honest. Sex is vulnerable for both partners. When a man hears this, he doesn't just question his performance. He questions his worth, his masculinity, his ability to make you feel wanted, seen, satisfied. This one line can take what's meant to be an act of connection and turn it into an act of avoidance, or worse, resentment. A woman who truly loves a partner, she doesn't shame his effort. She communicates her needs with tenderness, and she doesn't tear down, because great intimacy isn't born from criticism. It's born through communication, safety, and trust. Now, family, this last one is not just painful. It's relationship altering, because once it's said, the damage doesn't just live in the moment, it lives in the memory. So before I say it, let me ask you something. Have you ever said something you knew crossed the line, but you said it anyway? Now, this next one, it's the kind of sentence that doesn't start an argument. It starts the unveiling of the relationship. Number 8, I should have married fill in the blank. This one is not just a low blow, it's an emotional grenade. You're not just expressing frustration, you're rewriting the entire foundation of your relationship. And suddenly, your partner, your man, isn't your partner. He's a mistake. And no matter how confident or mature he is, those words plant a seed of doubt and shame. Shame that says, I wasn't the first choice. I'm not enough. I'm second place. And she settled. And a woman who truly loves her man would never compare him to someone from her past, because real love moves forward and not backwards. So if you've ever said any of these things or been on the receiving end of them, this isn't about blame. This is about awareness, because the way we speak to people we love matters. It shapes how safe we feel, how close we can be, and whether love becomes a place of healing or a place of harm. Most relationships don't end in a big moment. They erode one sentence at a time. So speak carefully, speak kindly, and protect the connection you prayed for. So I want you to drop me a comment and tell me, what's one phrase you wish someone had never said to you, or what's one that you wish you could take back? And if this video spoke to you, I want you to hit the subscribe button. This is a place where we share real experiences, honest wisdom, and heartfelt truth, where healing becomes possible and emotional safety isn't an option. It's the new standard. One soulful conversation at a time. Until next time, family.